taking this very seriously. And for those of you who are all about job security, you should too. Is AI gonna take our jobs? Specifically us designers. Not gonna waste any time. Yes, they will. And there's nothing we can do about it.
I got you. Let's ask an AI image generator to show us a steampunk train traveling through space. Bam. Did it ever nail it? This is the kind of prompt I like to see. I will say here the train isn't steampunky enough for me, but I do love that it's coming out of the planet. It's pretty cool. This one's a lot more of a steampunk vibe. It's interesting that the train isn't centered in this. It's like we're looking at the back part of the train, the caboose, if you will. But none of these planet-like structures that seem to be kind of fractured, like they're crumbling asteroids. Once again, I love how it painted the background planets. This train is absolutely stellar. The gold trim on it. I love that it's not on wheels. It's on these spiked things, right? Like almost like legs. That's a steampunk train. That's really cool.
The app that is being used for this is called Dream. Now, as you can see here, we have this sketch, right? Or more so a render. Now you can insert it into the app and you have different art styles you can use to create different vibes. Now at the bottom we have the influence, and this right here will dictate how true to the source image it will stay. And then from here you have to enter your prompt. Now for me, I'm going to use cyberpunk, but play around with different prompts, and this is where I guess your creativity can show, where you might get different results based off of whatever the AI is looking for. Now it's not really for creating like, you know, high detailed sketches or renders. It's more for like an artistic vibe, and you can even like use it as a mood board or a very abstract way of showing off your idea, and who knows, it might even give you more ideas. Now I tend to like prefer to go more towards the strong influence section, so that way you can be as close to the sketch as possible. But if you want to get a little more, you know, inspirational or a little more enthusiastic, or if you will, you can go more for it just going on full strength by itself, bonkers. Do as you will. Now obviously the possibilities are endless, so have fun, and you can even use simple sketches. I know I'm just using this render, but you have the ability to have fun with, you know, as many styles and as many prompts as you want and whatever you want to sketch. So I see this as a viable skill if you hit writer's block or designer's block, if you will. I know I keep on bringing it up, but that's because it is a thing.
Now that we have our shot, we can finally start adding onto the building, and we'll be using DALL-E for that. DALL-E is a text-to-image generator, and recently they released a new feature called outpainting. Basically, it allows you to add on to existing images, or in our case, we can delete a part of our building and let it generate a whole new level. I personally think AI is super cool, and especially this new feature of DALL-E, so I played around with it and got some super cool things.
Well, let's work with this image here. You can see it's much larger than 1024 pixels, but that's okay. We can accept it. And now we have our generation frame and we can float it. So we can move it off to one side, for example, if we wish to continue this image. You can see it did a pretty nice job of trying to match the context of what it was given with an extremely small prompt, which I think is really impressive. Lastly, what you can do is you can choose to use the eraser. When you use the eraser, you can take part of the image out. For example, here, we remove this window. Move our generation frame there, click generate again.
I love that we are seeing people introduce AI into their workflows. definitely makes for more in-depth pieces with less time. Everyone knows designers BS. So, why not have AI's BS for us, plus, influence our work? I call it a win-win. The questions that we need to have while going forward is, what parts of my job will go to AI first?
Will AI be creative enough to become a concept artist? It already has, and here's how. This is how lazy concept artists design results in seconds. Here is stable diffusion. Here, a simple house. Click image to image and drag and drop the house. Let's try a prompt isometric render of a cozy village house. The AI creates concept art for you in seconds. If you want to be even lazier, type different styles. The most powerful thing is you can also adjust settings as you want. Share this video with your game buddy.
Designers are actually selling AI work right now as design assets. This is pretty wild. So check this out. On this website, PromptBase, designers are creating prompts for icons and other design assets, and they are selling it back to people, work that was created by DALL-E AI image generator. They're literally not even selling the images, they're just selling the prompts that create these images. This is crazy. Let me know in the comments what you think about this trend.
Hey, at this point, it's not even fair. I mean, this is the cheat. This is the ultimate cheat. It's one of those things you can't afford to not have in your toolbox.
Asking AI to show me the ancient Egyptian gods.
Perfection. Yeah, we still have to bring the concept home, land the plane, pull the pizza out of the oven or whatever. The point is that we're still needed. But seeing where this is now, how long will we have for that to stay true?
AI architecture with parametric design. U-shape. Polar array. Copy. Loft. Adjust profiles. Adjust height with graph and width. Randomize control points. Facade. Bloom. Courtyard. Facade details. Spandrel and slab. Bam.
Gents, what are you doing to stay ahead? If you're focusing on traditional medium, you're lost. You're done. AI can produce in milliseconds what will take you a week. Now let's define what 5 stages of grief is. Hey, denial, alright, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. Now, once you've hit depression and you're at the edge, the cusp of acceptance, this is where the real mission begins.
I say men love women. But even more than that, men love cars.